everybody. Battle Rap Opinions. J Legend, thank you for rocking with me. It's New Year's Eve. Early New Year's Eve, man. I hope everybody enjoys it. The rest of the day and the night. The celebrations and everything. Please do it responsibly, man. There's nothing cool about drinking and driving. If you don't give a fuck about your life, pay attention to the people who are out there on the road and everything, man. They don't deserve the shit. You know, if you ain't got money for a cab, man, you shouldn't be out partying. That's the way I always see it. If not, be somewhere where you can spend the night, man. God bless you all, though, and your families. And I hope this new year brings in great things for you. All right, now that we got that out the way, I'm sitting here watching Loso and B.Dot as well as Trey 30 versus Red Flag, our battle leagues. First off, salute to John and the bullpen staff for putting together an anticipated, in some ways, dream matchup between Loso and B.Dot. Clearly, this is something to play off of both their beliefs and how things in the world are through their eyes. It seems to be interesting, and it's a different way. It's a different style of battle rap that I think people appreciate, especially from the writing standpoint. You expect them both to come with dope shit. You know what I'm saying? And that they did. I ain't gonna lie. The moment I saw B.Dot with that shit on his face, all that paint, I was like, all right, honestly, I thought that we was just gonna get a bunch of bullshit. It reminded me of Reaper Rel. I'm not saying Reaper Rel stuff is bullshit. I'm saying the face paint style thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I guess that's some sort of warrior. But I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not gonna act like I know. I didn't see the point in it. Clearly, he had a reason for it, so my opinion is invalid. I'm pretty sure he would say that too. First round, Loso decides to go first, which I thought was brave of him, especially on his home league. Or maybe the fact that he was on his home league is what made him feel more comfortable to go first. Because, of course, if you go first, you're setting the tone, because the person who goes second actually has the advantage. He set the tone. He definitely set the tone. Loso goes first, and I thought he had a very good round. B.Dot, he goes second. I thought he had a very good round. But to be honest with you, I gave Loso that round, and I thought it was clear. That's just on me. That's my opinion. Second round was I thought for Loso and B.Dot, I thought this. They didn't have the same momentum that they had in the first round. I thought they both came with it. Don't get me wrong on what I'm saying. I thought that they both had very good rounds. But I also viewed it like it didn't have the same momentum and it had the same hard-hitting bars it did in the first. That's my opinion, again. But I gave that round to Loso. So off the top, I gave the first two rounds to Loso. Loso wins this battle. Just for the sake of conversation, we go into the third round, and I thought Loso took that round clearly also. This was not a body. And I know, the debate is always out there whether getting 3-0'd, if you get 3-0, how can you get 3-0'd and it not be a body? You know what I'm saying? I think we've watched plenty of battles where somebody just wins all three rounds. Like, no one got bodied. Battle rap clearly is always about opinions, man. And there was a lot of people from the day of the pay-per-view to even right now saying that they felt like B.Dot would have cleared 3-0. And I didn't see that. I do feel like I got what I expected out of this battle. I appreciate that they I guess because of the clean paper no show, they got to go do unlimited rounds, and I was happy about that because these two guys, the way they write and their styles. First off, man, I think we all as fans, we won just having this battle take place in the first place. But having guys like this write, man, of course you don't want them spitting 10-minute rounds, 15-minute rounds. I'm not saying that. But guys like this, when they rap, like they get your attention, they grab your attention. Especially their style isn't like the rest of the street styles that everyone else has. So for guys who aren't necessarily street rappers to be able to hold your attention the way they do is dope. So salute to both of them. But I got Loso taking this 3-0. The third round to me, I have the third round. Do I have the third? No, actually, I have the second round as the closest round. Third round was kind of close, but I had the second round being the closest. But either way, I thought enough that all 3 rounds, I do think that Loso did enough for it to be clear that he won. It just they were closer, if that makes sense to you guys. Again, shout out to Bullpen Battles. I do have to ask the question when it comes to Loso, and not necessarily the B.Dot. We already had guys, plenty of guys. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking of 3, but the biggest name and already the battle happened was A-Verb. A-Verb was the first one straight calling B.Dot out the way he was. You know, B.Dot battled Danny Myers, dope battle. That's a fire battle. Go back and check that if you have never watched that. That might be, I'm not sure, but I think that's the battle that introduced the world to B.Dot. But I feel like Loso should start getting the big names. It'll be dope. First off, yes, he battled Jim. Jim's isn't necessarily a big name. Jim's is just jumping over that little hurdle of I don't even know. Yeah, he's probably mid-tier, but whatever. Fuck the tier shit. You get the point I'm making. Jim's isn't the biggest name, but he's creating, especially through the blogging, creating a lane where now you gotta respect what it is he doing, and you want to see him. And his battle versus Jim's was dope on the King of the Dot. But I want to see big names actually step in the ring. I would love to see JC and Loso. Even though he's not a big name either, but I would like to see Mike P and Loso battle. I would like to see. Kind of want to see a Loso and B Magic. I want to see how that style will go, their style against each other. But I would also like to see a Loso versus a Ilmac, or even seeing a Loso versus a Big Cannon. Like, just them style of guys, man, who just got bars like that. Like, I want to see that kind of clashing. And then we want to see, can Loso continue to hold our attention like that? I think the answer is yes. But can he continue to hold our attention like that? I hope 2018 brings that for Loso, that he has these big opportunities. Our Battle League. So Lex Luthor just followed me about 2 days ago on Twitter. He said some nice things about my blogs. He watched my blog. Which, shout out to you, Lex Luthor. Thank you for watching the blog. Thank you for giving me your opinion on the blog. Because even if you had a bad opinion, I want to hear it too. As long as, and this goes for everybody, as long as you can explain to me why you don't like my opinion, I love them sort of conversations. Because that's why I named this blog Battle Rap Opinions. Because I want to hear your opinion. Everybody has a different opinion. You can even agree with me that somebody won and still have a different set of reasons why you think that person won than I do. So anyway, thank you for watching it, for everybody. I know Ilmac has watched it a few times, commented, so on and so forth. Salute to you guys. So let's get into this, man. Because Lex Luthor, that was where I was getting at. Lex Luthor suggested that I watch 2 battles. So one of them, I haven't got a chance to watch the other one just yet before I shot this blog. But one of them was Trey 30 versus Red Flag. Now, I had seen a portion of a Red Flag battle before, and I thought he was cool. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I am not trying to say that he does this on purpose, but some of his styles tends to remind me of SoulCon. And in this battle, and I believe it was the second round, he did something similar where he started like either the second or third round when he started flowing, and he sounded to me like SoulCon. Now, That is not me trying to diss him. I'm just pointing out something I observed. That's all it is. I've never seen Trey 30 battle, and after this battle, I will say I am gonna go check out another one of his battles. But we gotta address the obvious. Trey 30, what the fuck is that shit on your head? What is that hairstyle? What do they call that? Can I go to a barbershop and it's on a poster? You ever go to a barbershop and there's a poster there with just 20 haircuts? Trey 30. Boosie has his own fade. Do we go into we go to the barbershop and ask for the Boosie fade and they already know? Can we go in the barbershop and ask for the Trey 30 and they give us that wild shit that was on your head? Trey 30 looked like a mixture. He had the Bruno Mars face with the little Uzi slash Lil Yachty hairdo. You had like dreads or braids in the front. Your shit was parted. Then you had two pom-poms. You look like Bruno Mars mixed with a Chung Lee. Or you have Princess Leia buns just with dreads coming out. I don't know what the fuck is that on your head. A bunch of lines in your head. You had a part in your head. Like you had your braids parted and forth. Like what the fuck? That's three. It looked like a sectional plate. You ever get one of the paper plates is like a sectional or a jail tray? Shout out to all my dudes behind the wall for the holidays. Like your shit was parted like that, fam, and I was concerned for you. I was really concerned for you, like, but who would know? Trey 30, aka Bruno Yachty, had bars. When I seen your hairdo, and then I seen Red Flag, and Red Flag looked like he about to sell you some motherfucking Aflac, like he's trying to sell you some sort of insurance. Apparently he's a lawyer, but it looked like he's about to sell you some fucking insurance. When I seen this combination, I was like, man, I'm not really about to watch this shit. I was wrong. Appearances didn't mean shit because this was a dope battle. Trey 30 goes first. Let me see what I got. Oh yeah, he opened the battle up with like back-to-back bars that were just fire. He set the tone. The same way I said Loso started the first round on his battle with B.Dot, and he had to set the tone. Trey 30 set the fucking tone out the gate. Some of the bars he had, I love that bar. He had a bar that said the fifth get lifted like he said the fifth get lifted like self-incrimination. That bar, you have to hear the setup and how it all went into it, man. I thought that was fire. The dog leash bar. And then the way that he performed it, he acted out, I thought it was dope. But it kind of reminded me of the Tay-Rock vs. Hollow, the whole seatbelt fucking bar. And the way that it was performed. I still thought it was fire, but it just reminded me that I'm not saying or accusing him of Trey 30 of taking that. I am not. Because if you listen to it, the bars were completely different. What I'm saying is it was just a reminder of it, and it was dope. It was fire. That intersection line. Oh my God. That intersection line from Trey 30 was fire. And I think people in the room got it, but I don't think people really got a chance to appreciate that like that. So go and check the battle. I'm gonna have the battle in the description. That line was just fire. I don't think that people really got an opportunity to appreciate it like that, and that's why people say there's a big, and I can vouch for that. There's a difference when you in the building for shit, and later on when you get to see it on cam, man. That shit is fire. So Red Flag goes in his first round. He had a record cut vinyl scratch bar. Fire. Check that out. That it's fire. That move to strike court reference, which at the moment I was guessing he was a lawyer, and then later on throughout the battle, you know, he says different shit about. He might even say something in that round about being a lawyer. So I guess that's that. I would have thought he was an insurance salesman. You know what I'm saying? But hey, second round. I first though, I got that first round dead even. I want to let you guys know I watched this battle twice today, and I still got the first round dead even. Second round, Trey 30 goes first. He had the line that said, the only way I see red in the middle of beef is when white people order steak. He's right. And there was white people in the building and they were all vouched for. He's right. That was fire. That whole comparison, the way he set that up, that was fire. He had a Donald Trump walking in, fucking up the office line. That was dope. The train scheme. It started off seeming like it was going to be too drawn out. But by the time we got to the punch, it was dope. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Again, I watched this battle twice, and in that second round, that was my favorite line of Trey 30s. Red flag, second round on red flag. He hit him with a line that said, your whole image looking shakier than a world star fight. That was dope. That's what he said to Trey 30. That was dope. He said the other line he had was the knife exciting. The knife exciting. There's never a dull moment. That was fire. And I have to be honest, I thought I've heard that line somewhere. But whether I have or if I haven't, it's still fire. Red flag. Salute to you. Again, I have a dead even round. I have both rounds dead even. And again, I watched this battle twice. I got this dead even. Going into the third. Trey 30 goes. He didn't seem like he was remembering his bars. I don't necessarily want to say he was choking. I think that he was trying to remember where he started or where he wanted to go with it. He started that round on super slow, and that's not, in my opinion, that's not something you can afford to do when the first two rounds were so close. And I will get to in a second why I thought the two rounds were so close. Then he got on track, built a little momentum, and he hit him with a line that said, a cheating husband, I'm taking a ratchet to red roof. That was fire. That was fire. And then, yeah, he ended, excuse me, because I'm reading, I always take notes, man. So, he ended the round, well, towards the end of the round. No, I think those was the last bars of the round. He said, shot through the window of opportunity. That bar, to me, was my favorite bar of that third round from Trey 30. Was the shot through the middle, shot through the window of opportunity. Now, the reason why I'm not telling you the whole bar is I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck it up. I want you to go and watch it and tell me what's your opinion. But that was my favorite bar out of Trey 30's third round. Red flag. He starts his third round off hitting them with your 30 past your prime line. Overall, in this third round, I thought clearly red flag won the third, which to me wins the battle for him. I thought he had a cleaner round. I thought he had some bars and he had some comedy, which to me is the difference in the whole battle. I felt like Red Flag had a bit more funnier and comedic lines than Trey 30 throughout the battle. You can see the difference in styles, and again, like I said, he kind of reminds me of a Soul Khan. I'm not saying he's doing that on purpose. That's not what I'm saying. To me, Trey 30 had the more sharper, direct bars. Like he had dope bars, but at the end of the day, that don't change for me that the first two rounds was dead smack even. And for you to have a third round, Trey 30 starting the way you did, of course you built up steam, man. You built up that momentum in the third, but I didn't think it was enough. I didn't think it was enough to recover. And I thought Red had a funnier and very good third round, sharp lines, and it was just straight consistent. And for that, I have to give Red Flag the battle. Shout out to our Battle League. Shout out to Lex Luthor and everyone else involved with this battle. One thing I didn't like, I think it was in the second or the third, was somebody walking in front of the camera. Like, I don't know if that person worked in that bar, what the hell was that, but the fact that you would just straight walk in front of the camera like that, like you don't clearly see, not only is there a battle going on, but there's a damn camera there. And the camera wasn't shaking, so it's safe to say the shit was on a fucking tripod. So how you just gonna walk through like that? I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I was battling, I might have been tempted to clothesline that person. But we out. I gotta go get a shape up, man. I don't know. I might just drop one more blog before I go get a shape up. I'm looking crazy. I can't start the new year off like this. Salute to everybody, and I do mean everybody who rocks with me. Have a safe holiday. Blessings to your family again. I hope the best for everybody for this 2018. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you comment. That's the biggest part of what we're doing. And again, I spoke about this like 2 or 3 blogs ago. You know, I do want to start going live more, and there is an opportunity coming up. I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to do it or not, but there's an opportunity for me to possibly bring battle rap opinions to an actual internet radio station. So I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to tell me if that's something you're interested in. Would you want to call up? Would you want to be guests? Come into the actual studio with me, and not only debate battles, because that ain't just it, man, but just talk battle rap. Like, this was a great year for battle rap, man. 2017 was a great year. Like I said before, from the ending of the spring pretty much to now, we got blessed with so many dope battles from a bunch of leagues, man. RBE, Black Ice, URL, KOTD, Queen of the Ring. This year I became more of a fan of Queen of the Ring. It's just so much to celebrate when it comes to battle rap. So thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for spending your time with me. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. We want to hear your opinions. Like the video, share the video, but overall subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one, man. Salute.